Berkeley County and Jefferson County are the two largest counties in the Eastern Panhandle. They're right next to each other. Jefferson is the furthest east. It's the closest to the DC metro area. Berkeley County is northwest of Jefferson. And these two counties are different in several ways. So I'm going to get into that, give you some data and my impression. So if you were thinking of moving to this area, you'll have some good information. And our contact information is below. And if you're interested in learning about the Eastern Panhandle, consider subscribing. The population in West Virginia as a whole has declined in the last 5 or 6 years, but it's quite the opposite for Jefferson County and especially for Berkeley County. The population in Berkeley County is around 126,000. That's a growth rate of 20.5% since 2010. And this significantly outpaces the overall U.S. population growth of 7.3%. There's two groups that make up the largest portion of people moving to the Eastern Panhandle: the 65 plus age group and the 20 to 30 age group. Both of those sectors have grown about 59% since 2010. And the main reason for that is very likely the lower cost of housing. You cross over the West Virginia border, drive a few miles, and prices pretty much double. So Berkeley County is seeing an influx of retirees and those looking for an area where homeownership is possible. Many of them are coming from the DC, Baltimore area, where buying a home is out of reach for a lot of people. Jefferson County is also growing, but not near the pace of Berkeley. The population of Jefferson County is around 58,370, with a growth rate of 8.9% since 2010. And that's slightly more than the overall U.S. population growth of 7.3%, but not near the 20% seen in Berkeley County. Like Berkeley County, Jefferson's main growth sector is the 65 plus age bracket, but unlike Berkeley, the 20 to 34-year-old bracket grew very little. That's probably because home prices are higher in Jefferson County. It's around $350,000 on average. Berkeley, it's around $270,000. So that's going to be more appealing to first-time home buyers and people just starting out. And not surprisingly, the home demand index is high in Berkeley County. It's moderate in Jefferson. The home demand index is a measurement determined by the number of online searches and appointment requests for an area. A high growth area usually indicates increasing prices and investment potential, and we certainly see that in Berkeley County. Another difference between Jefferson and Berkeley County is the population density. It's less dense in Jefferson, with 278 people per square mile compared to 387 in Berkeley. Both of these counties, though, do have sparsely populated areas. In Berkeley, west of 81, including Hedgesville, lots less populated over there. In Jefferson, the area between Berkeley County and Jefferson County is less populated, and also the eastern border of the county. It's fairly mountainous over there, so that's less populated. Compare the population density in those two counties to the state of West Virginia, quite a difference. There's 77 people per square mile in the state. So the Eastern Panhandle is where it's happening. Morgan County, also in the Eastern Panhandle, actually has not grown since 2010. So Berkeley and Jefferson stand out, with Berkeley being the hot spot. And I don't have a number for comparison, but I see lots of new construction, new stores, restaurants in Berkeley County, much more than what I see in Jefferson. Also, there's a regeneration effort going on in Martinsburg with some of the old buildings being renovated, and the downtown area is looking lots better. For several years, Jefferson had an impact fee for new construction, and it was pretty hefty. So that impacted the amount of new construction that was going on, and they have reduced that. So you're now seeing more new construction there. Another characteristic of Jefferson is the more controlling nature of what can and can't be built. Jefferson has zoning and lots of historic sites with limitations on what can be done. They've really protected the historic nature of the area, and it's very evident in the towns there: Shepherdstown, Harpers Ferry, and Charlestown. In Berkeley, there's no zoning in the county outside the city of Martinsburg. There are restrictions in the subdivisions here, so those vary depending on the homeowner associations. If you buy a home that's not in an HOA, then unless there's deed restrictions, you are unrestricted in what you can build. Another difference is the access. Jefferson is closer to the DC, Baltimore area. So if you need to travel to that area, the drive there is going to be slightly shorter than from Berkeley. Route 340 runs east to west down the middle of Jefferson, and it butts up against the Maryland line on the east. It's a very short drive to Frederick, about 25 minutes, and then another 30 to DC. Berkeley County is a little further from the DC area, but with 81 running down the middle of the county, you've got access to lots more areas. 81 runs from upstate New York down through Berkeley County down to Virginia. So cities all along that route are easily accessed from Berkeley County. So, in conclusion, the population growth in Berkeley County and Jefferson has influenced their respective lifestyles. In general, Jefferson is slower pace, less densely populated, moderate growth, closer to the DC metro area. There's more rurals and historic areas, and it's more expensive than Berkeley. Berkeley County is faster growing, less expensive, more construction going on, more new shopping and restaurants coming, and with no zoning, there's fewer controls. Lots of younger people are attracted to Berkeley County because of the lower cost of housing. The 65 plus age group is a large bulk of the people moving to both counties. So that is it. And I do hope it was helpful in giving you a feel for each of these places. Both are great places to call home. Okay, I will see you next time. And the other county here is Morgan County. It is rural and a beautiful part of the country. And the video on the right is all about Morgan. All right, have a wonderful day. I'll see you next time.